Right guys, welcome to this morning's Year 7 live lesson. Okay, when you're ready, okay, have a go at what's in front of you. Again, get your stuff together. It's similar to what we do each week. It's similar to each time, okay, only because it's really important you get really good at this stuff before you start year 8. So have a go for me, please, guys. Right guys, last 2 minutes on this and then we'll move on. Right then guys, so super quickly I'm going to go through each of these. Okay, I got 1146 divided by 6. Okay, that's really straightforward. Okay, it's really important you get these key skills absolutely nailed before you go up to school. Okay, so I'm going to change the colour just to make it look nice. 6 doesn't go into 1, carry the 1 over. 6 goes into 11 once, remainder 5. 6 goes into 54 9 times. 6 goes into 6 once. So my answer is 191. First one, 2 points. Next one, I got 836 plus 3287. 3287, 836. Okay, 7 plus 6 is 13. 8 plus 3 plus 1 is 12. 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 11. And 1 plus 3 is 4. So my answer is 4,123. Next one, that's 1 point. 28 times 94, again, get a really good way to multiply, okay? Find one that works for you. There's lots of ways to do it. Okay, you can use old school column way, you can use grid way, you can use this way, which is called Chinese multiplication or lattice multiplication. Okay, it doesn't really matter, as long as you get one you don't get wrong very often. So this one, I find it really easy because you only have to times single digit numbers together. 2 times 9 is 18. 8 times 9 is 72. 8 times 4 is 32. 2 times 4 is 8. So you just have to really get good at your times tables. Once you are, it's really straightforward. 2 in the first one, 8, 3 and 2, which makes 13. And I've got a 1, a 0, an 8 and a 7, which makes 16. And a 1 and a 1, which makes 2. So my answer is 2,632. 3 points for that one. Next one. I got 5x take away 5 equals 55. Okay, so we're going to add on 5 to both sides first. 5x equals 60. 5 divided by both sides. X is going to give you a value of 12. Okay, really straightforward question. Next one. That was worth 3 marks. 8.48 to take away 4.6. Okay, very straightforward again. Just make sure you line everything up correctly. Put a 0 in there because there's a gap. 8 take away 0 is 0. 4 take away 6, I can't do it, so I'm going to borrow from that 8, turn it into a 7. Give a 1 to the 4 to make it into 14. 14 take away 6 is 8. 7 take away 4 is 3. So my answer is 3.88 for 2 points. Again, if there's anything you want to copy down, wait until the end of the session, it'll go up and you can just flick to the bit you want to. So I'm going to put a shape around the ones that are the same. I like to use rectangles for my x values and ovals for my y's. Okay, and then anything that's different, I'm going to draw a line underneath. So minus 7 is different. Now once I'm there, okay, I've got a 4x take away 3x, which leaves me with 1x. Minus 7y plus 2y, which is minus 5y. And then minus 7 just goes on the end because it hasn't got a partner, so you can't simplify it with anything. That's as simple as the answer will get. Because those three things are different, you can't put them together. That's 1 point. 40% of 430, always find 10% first. That's the easy bit. 10% is 43. Then I'm going to find 40%. I'm going to times that, top and bottom. I'm going to times them by 4. Times that by 4, I get 86. Oh, no, not 86, sorry. Times that by 4, I get 172. Times that by 4, I get 40%. So my answer for 40% of 430 is 172. 1 point. Share £48 in the ratio 5 to 3. Again, we do this so much, you should never get ratio questions wrong. Add the shares up first. 5 plus 3 gives me 8 shares. Okay, £48 divided by 8, so I'm going to split £48 8 ways, which gives me 1 share is worth £6. If 1 share is worth £6, this person gets 5 lots of 6, so they get 30. This person gets 3 lots of 6, so they get 18. And that's it. That's as difficult as it gets. That's worth 3 marks. Last one, taking away fractions. Okay, adding and taking away fractions is easy. You just got to make sure the bottom numbers are the same. At the moment, they're not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times them together. 11 times 3 gives me 33. So on the bottom of both fractions is 33. Once you've done that, it's still a takeaway question. You cross multiply. So 6 times 3 gives me 18 on top of the left one. And then 11 times 2 gives me 22 on the bottom of the right one. So actually, this one is bigger, and it will give you a negative. 18 take away 22 is minus 4 over 33. Right guys, so mark whatever you've done so far. It's out of 18. If you've done really well, feel free to share it with me. Again, you should be getting around 15 out of 18 if you're honest with yourself. Right then, so area of a triangle. Millie, don't squeak the ball now. Area of a triangle, okay. Calculate the area of the following shape, okay. For this, area of a triangle is easy. If you look at a triangle, and you know area of a rectangle is length times width, a triangle, whatever way you look at it, is always half of the area of a rectangle. Whatever you look at it, if you just fill in the missing bits, it's always half. So the area of a triangle is base times height, all divided by 2. Now the important thing to do on these questions is always get rid of the values you don't need. My base is 12, my height is 3. I don't need 5, and I don't need 4. They're there to trick you. Okay, so my base is 12, my height is 3. So 12 times 3 all over 2. Can't quite fit my 2 in, with fat fingers. All over 2. Twelve times 3 is 36, divided by 2 is 18 meters squared for the area of that one. Okay, make sure you've got that down. It's important to get down really good examples. Okay, once that's down, have a go at the one on the right. Again, once you've drawn a really good example, there's no need to draw out the triangles for the rest of the question. Right then guys, for this second one, okay, you should have that one down. For this second one, again, it's exactly the same thing. Base times height divided by 2. Area equals, I'm going to cross off the ones I don't want. I don't want the slanty sides. My base is 8. My height is 4. 8 times 4 divided by 2. 8 times 4 is 32. Divided by 2 gives me 16 meters squared. Very straightforward, okay? So it's base times height, but remember with triangles, different to rectangles, you've got to half it at the end. Right guys, so a couple of questions for you there. Okay, have a go. Okay, I know there's a lot of stuff there. If you get 3 of them, then I'll be really impressed, okay? Remember to get rid of the slanty side. If there's ones you can't see, that's okay. This one by here, the height is, oh, I don't want blue, that's definitely not going to work. The height on this one, well, use yellow. Height on this one is 6 centimeters. Right then guys, last 30 seconds on these. Billy. Billy. Stop. Billy, stop it. The berry stuff. Right then guys, so mark whatever you've done so far. Okay, the answer should be the ones underneath. So the first one 24 centimetres squared, second one 1200 centimetres squared, third one 275 centimetres squared, then 2340 metres squared, 50 centimetres squared, and 150,000 kilometres squared. Again, if you got most of those right, I'm confident you get this. Bit of a challenge question on that now. Calculate the area of this compound shape. So this is two shapes that are being mixed together. Think about what we did on Monday, I think. Have a go at this. Bit of area rectangle, bit of area triangle. Have a go. I'll give you up to a minute, I think. Right guys, so for this one, okay, you've got to essentially separate this shape into two shapes. So I'm going to make a cut by there at the top, okay, and you'll see that I make shape A, which is a rectangle, and shape B, which is a triangle. Okay, shape A is just 6 times 10. So if I wanted to area shape A, let's do 6 times 10, because area of a rectangle is length times width. 6 times 10 gives me 60 meters squared. Area shape B, we've just worked out is base times height divided by 2. I know my base is 10, so it's 10 times by my height, which I don't know, all over 2. Now my height is the bit I got to work out. The height of the triangle is what you want. You don't want the height of the whole thing. So the height of the triangle is this 6 by here, taken away from this 7. 7 take away 6. The height of the triangle has got to be 1 meter. So the height is 1. 10 times 1 divided by 2 gives me 5 meters squared. Total area is the two of them added together. 5 plus 60 is just 65 meters squared for the total area. So a bit of a challenge question there. I know it's a little more difficult, 2 shapes put together, but you should hopefully you found that okay. Okay, right guys, so problem solving now. Our weekly problem solving question, okay? You've got to arrange the numbers 1 to 6 in this to make this sum correct. Okay, there is a perfect way of doing it. Using the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Stop attacking me now. Right guys, if you want more time on this, okay, maybe turn your volume down now so you don't hear the answer, okay? For this one, the only way I could think of doing it is doing 162, stop it. 162 divided by 54 gives me 3. That's the only way I could think of doing it, okay, and use every single number once. Obviously, there's a couple of ways of doing it if you're using numbers a couple of times, but using every single number once, that's the only way I could think about it. Right guys, so last one, very last one, okay, just to check you understand what we've done today. Okay, 3 triangles, I want to find out 3 areas, work them out for me, I'll give you 3 minutes to do that. 1 minute for each question. Right then guys, very quickly I'm going to go through this. If you get this right, you obviously understood it really well what we've done today. First one, my base is 12, my height is 6. I'm going to get rid of the one I don't need. Base times height, so 6 times 12 divided by 2. 6 times 12 is 72, divided by 2 gives me 36 centimeters squared. Okay, that one's done. Next one, I'm going to get rid of the one I don't need, which is 6. For this one, base is 10 times a height of 4 all over 2. 10 times 4 is 40, divided by 2 gives me 20 centimeters squared. Okay, and the last one, we don't need the slanty side. It's the same thing, but it's upside down. My base is 3. Stop it. My height is 4 divided by 2. 3 times 4 is 12, divided by 2 gives me an area of 6 centimeters squared. Guys, if you got those right, or got 2 of them right, you really understand this today. If you don't, maybe it's a topic you need to look over on CrosseMaths. Well done guys, really proud of all of you.